Now from the Weather Tracker TV Storm Studios, this is your weather today. Here's Chief Meteorologist William Cole.
All right, folks, here we go on this Back to Work Monday. Of course, we're all wrapping up now the long Thanksgiving holiday. We're back at it, or at least trying to get back at it today. And it was cold out the door this morning. You probably don't need me to tell you that. The big winter coat was definitely needed. But even as we go through our Monday, really the sun we're enjoying kind of earlier in the day now. There will be more in the way of high-level cloud cover moving in. And temperatures today, by the way, lower to mid-50s, so kind of a cooler afternoon on the way as well. Really, as we go through your work week, it's going to be pretty quiet weather-wise, not a lot going on, but I am tracking at least one opportunity of rain, maybe even a little bit of thunderstorm activity towards the middle end of this week. So we're going to talk about that, of course, coming up. But this is the other big story now. These were your morning lows out the door this morning. And I want to draw your attention up to Young County, Graham down at 21 degrees. And by the way, that's a vegetation killing freeze. So they're done as far as vegetation goes for this growing season. Again, you can see some 20s up along the Red River Valley. Here locally in the Metroplex, most of us below freezing, except again for DFW. DFW has officially not recorded a freeze so far this season. And again, even this morning, they were down to 33, right? So 32 or below, of course, remember, that would give you a freeze. And again, obviously, DFW just didn't make it there. So there's the cold front. That's the culprit for all the chillier weather we're dealing with. Of course, that came through as we went through the weekend. Look how far out it is. I mean, it's well out into the Gulf of Mexico, pushing down towards the Caribbean Sea, even moving in towards the Bay of Campeche as well. So even some folks that are not necessarily used to cooler weather, there's some cooler weather moving in their direction. If by any chance you are still traveling today, trying to get home, just kind of did it late or whatever, the only real active weather, even around the nation today, which of course is good news right now, is up across parts of the Northeast. Now, it's cold around the nation. Of course, we're chilly here, kind of cold out the door this morning, but the real deal cold stuff, if you will, again, is still well off to our north. Right now, that's where it's going to stay. No indication of any of that coming further south. And I can tell you what, the deeper we get into my updated 12-day forecast, I've got a pretty significant warming trend on the way. Again, we're going to talk about that coming up as well. Otherwise, I really want to focus in, kind of key in here on the jet stream. It's going to be real key now to our forecast as we go through this work week. Number one, you can see it here coming in from west to east, zonal pattern. Be a bit of a ridging pattern by the middle part of the week. Temperatures will be at least moderating, and again, pretty quiet weather. Then by Wednesday and Thursday, just over my shoulder, there's a pretty big storm system currently out in the Pacific. That will come in. And again, like I mentioned, by this upcoming Thursday, you see it right there, is going to offer us our next opportunity of rain. Rain here, maybe a few rumbles of thunder, but I tell you, just off to our east, from the Arklatex, even over into the parishes of Louisiana, this storm system may present the folks there with maybe a pretty significant opportunity of severe weather. Right now, not impossible we see some severe weather here, but right now I really think this is mainly just rain and again, maybe a couple rumbles of thunder. Here's kind of more of a detailed view of what we just looked at. And again, like I mentioned, this will be for Thursday. Again, scattered showers around, gray, kind of drizzly, just kind of a raw day. But again, you can really see things going gangbusters. Look at that there. Again, as that activity does get off to our east. So right now we're tracking it. Newest data, of course, will be coming in as we go through the afternoon. Quick peek here, just that rainfall projections. How much rain could we see with that system? And again, you can see the bulk of the heaviest rain, accumulating rain, again, well off to our east. We're talking about a quarter, maybe a half an inch, again, locally here across parts of North Texas. So otherwise today, bright sunshine, but again, more in the way of cloud cover, high-level cloud cover building in as we go through the day. Most of us right around 50 to 53. Again, winds today very light coming in from the east-northeast. Again, maybe a couple gusts around 10. But again, simply put, winds today just really not a big deal. Here's your Monday evening. Again, if you're trying to get caught up, maybe just getting home from grandma's house, it's going to be a chilly evening. Temperatures through the 40s. Of course, we are completely dry overnight. Most of us, though, tonight remain above freezing, so chilly but not quite as cold as out the door again earlier this morning. And then as we go through tomorrow, more in the way of sunshine tomorrow. And again, high temperatures tomorrow, moderating a little bit closer to that 60-degree number. So 53 today, some increase in clouds. I think we're going to be pretty sunny tomorrow, 59. There are the 60s showing back up. There's that opportunity of rain, maybe a little bit of thunder. We'll track that carefully. And then look at the rest of that 12-day. Wow, we're talking about highs in the mid-60s.